Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Chatty Curator channel. Get chatty about your local businesses. Today, I have my friend Monica with me. And hi, Monica, how are you?
I'm good, Arthur. How are you?
Very good, very good. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Monica Duran. I'm an associate professor at the Melbourne Institute of Technology. And in my spare time, I like to explore different things, especially with my young son. We like to play different games and just try to find out about the world.
That's exciting. That's exciting. So, how did you meet Arthur, the Chatty Curator?
I am actually so fortunate to have worked with you, Arthur.
Thank
And I
you.
really do enjoy the time that we spend together. I learn so much from you. I'm not in marketing, but through your eyes and through our discussions, I learned so much about marketing.
Oh, thank you. We get along so well, so that's why we kept in touch after that. What prompted you to start working in academia?
That's interesting question, Arthur. I finished my PhD and worked 1 year at Deakin University. After that, I went into consulting.
That's
I
interesting.
took a gap, people say they take a gap year. I
Mm,
took 3 gap years because I really want to see, the hands-on happenings in the business world, not just from textbooks or not just from what I myself write and publish. I want to see things in actions. And after 3 gap years, I went back to academia. And I think I have more contribution in terms of trying to make the link between the business world and education.
having this business world experience and the academic world, like how did it benefit you in your particular discipline?
Oh, tremendously, I can tell you, because without those professional experience, I really, my eyes would be like, I would be blinded by what I'm reading or hearing from someone else, but by doing it yourself is totally different. Especially my area is corporate governance. It's
Ah,
that
yeah.
is a confusing area for a lot of people. And but that 3 years really opened my eyes to many different issues. I'm not just talking about theories, but the challenges is in the implementation, in the practice. And there are a lot of misunderstanding, I must say, about what it should be and how it should work. And I'm still, keeping touch with the people that I used to work with, like, for example, yourself, that really enrich my teaching now. And sometimes I don't see myself as a teacher, I see myself as a coach to
Mm,
my students. And I often tell them, this is what happened in the real world. I know this is what you are learning from books and case studies and stuff, but like what I'm teaching now is a capstone projects with industry clients.
ah,
My own experience, together with some of my colleagues here who also have a lot of professional experience, we put together workshops with our students and throw them in the deep sea and say, now you swim, you know? So it really helps a lot to have those professional experience.
I remember when I started, there was unfortunately that it was not the easiest start, but then I'm very grateful to be able to learn the street smart, if you may, open and close quotation mark, and just being street smart and also being book smart. I mean, I hope I'm using the right term, and just to capture that a little bit, you mentioned the capstone project, so it is an
Mm.
opportunity of a business world exposure for the student who's been doing well in their areas, isn't it?
This is compulsory for all students.
Ah,
Every
think
single one of them, before they graduate, they have to complete it whether they like it or not. Some
good,
of them
good.
don't like it because they were like, this is so challenging. I never worked with a client before. I said, well, there's always a first time, right? And when you go and get a job later on, you have to work with someone.
Yeah.
So get the experience in a safe environment,
Yes.
in education before you actually step out is really something so important, I think. I mean, especially for international students. I was an international student, but I was lucky to have a part-time job at BIS Redno while I was doing my master degree. And so I have one step in the business world before I graduated. And that step is so important because after that, after I graduated, every job application, they will ask, do you have work experience? Do you have Australian work experience?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't take that opportunity, any opportunity, you should go for it.
Exactly. I think one of the things that I do, like, if I have a chance to talk to any students in the student age, is that I've been there. When I was in uni, I hesitated a lot. I mean, well, in uni I have a part-time job working at a shop. Let's not go into that. I'm not very good at it. But anyway, but what would, if I have a chance to tell them that, or tell my younger self that, I would have said, you know what, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And also, if you're doing something with your education environment, with your lecturer or professor or tutor, then they would probably be able to give you a more neutral point of view and more objective point of view. Because sometimes, unfortunately, that when you are in the business world, everyone has an objective. Everyone has an objective. I mean, I told everyone about my objective of doing the Get Chatty series. It's actually mainly for myself because I want to reach out to people during COVID-19. I want to communicate with people and use what I know. It is for my well-being to first and foremost, but then it also help others. Why not? Like, that's the thing. In retrospect, everything looks easier, but I understand why the students could be a little bit, But I mean,
the clients, the clients themselves who engage with us in terms of the projects that we do together, understand, like what you say, they have their objective. They want to get a problem solved with the help of students, but at the same time, they know they are working with students. And some of our clients are so good. They're like teachers. They like to teach. They like to transfer those knowledge and experience to the students. I think that is also their personal objective, right, Arthur? They feel that something inside them gets fulfilled, and it's rewarding.
It is. What do you enjoy the most about your line of work?
The ability to make a difference. The ability to see that someone, it doesn't have to be a student, but people that you work with actually click and go, oh, I understand what you are saying, and I'm going to try it. And that difference that you make really is so rewarding. And I think that is what I like and I enjoy most.
Thank you so much, Monica, for taking part in this, and how people can find you and how businesses can get involved to for example, help the students.
At Melbourne Institute of Technology, that's where I work, mit.edu.au. And I also have my personal website that I'm trying to develop these days. I'm trying to do a bit more translation work, I guess. Yeah, so my personal website is mjurin.space.
Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you and your student the best of luck, and of course, let's keep in touch, and please let me know if there's something that the Chatty Curator can help as well.
Sure. Thank you for inviting me, Arthur. It's a great chat. I totally enjoy it.